Hello, my name is John, and today we're taking a very first look at the brand new DCS 1944 Normandy map. As the name suggests, the map itself is taking place in the French Normandy in the year 1944, just after the Allied forces have landed during the Second World War. All the buildings, airfields and objects are also set out from that time frame. The cities as well as the villages look very old. The airfields have basic sheds and often only gravel and dirt runways, which have been because they have been quickly built to support the air war that has been going on between Germany and the Allied forces during that time. Also, some of the Atlantic wall buildings, including fortifications and armament, as well as machine gun positions, have been added and are placed along the coastline, where you would find them in their real positions. The map itself has been announced a couple of years ago during a Kickstarter project. However, that Kickstarter project and the team behind it failed, and some of the team members have been acquired by Eagle Dynamics. We already have seen some of the work from that Kickstarter project, which includes the aircraft we're flying right now, the Bf-109. The Normandy map has, as far as I know, been anticipated by the community for quite a long time, because it's the first map and the first map that contains the time area that fits the World War II fighters and aircraft that we have in DCS right now. And finally, the map is being released, and when you watch this video, the map is only a couple of hours away from being released, because release date is the 26th of May 2017. So if you watch this video after that day, the map will be available for purchase, and there's a link down in the description. The map itself has a size of about 270 to 350 kilometers. This includes big parts of the Normandy as well as a small bit of England, where you have a couple of airfields to take off and land. If you, for example, want to simulate an air attack from England against German forces in the Normandy. Obviously, also part of the map is the English Channel between France and England, as well as the coastline of the Normandy. Inside the Normandy there are two big cities. Both of them have been very detailed, or have been simulated to a high extent or high level of detail. And these cities are Sienne and Rouen, and I probably misspelled those quite horribly, but oh well, that's my French for you. As well as 30 airfields, and I think about 4 or 5 of them are on the English side, and all of them, or all of the other ones, are in the French side. And we can see one right down there if we zoom in a bit on that. So that was zooming out. And for example, one of those airfields is down there. And as you can see, those airfields are quite basic, because they have been quickly built during the war to support the ongoing air campaign by both the French and the Germans, as well as the Allied forces. Maybe not so much by the French, but inside France. Down to the left we have one of the big cities. I think this one must be Sienne. And as you can see, those cities are quite large, and they look very impressive. There's a very high level of detail going on. We will do a quick overflight, and I'll show you some more pictures later on. Also very notable is the industry placed all over the map, which would allow for some interesting campaigns, I would imagine, where you either have to attack or defend some industrial production sites or power plants or whatever you want them to be. And down there the city with a big castle and old ruins inside of it, or old ruins, old castle as well as old church inside of it, I guess. It's not ruins quite that much. Later on there also will be an asset pack available, which includes vehicles, trains and other objects suitable for the year 1944. However, you have to buy that one separately or together in a bundle with the map itself. And currently we're heading out back to the coast in direction England, but we will take a left turn and follow down the coast a bit more, and we will have a look at some more stuff of the Normandy map. For example, we're going to take a look at the map and see what we can see on the map itself. Here in the map we can see the whole size of the Normandy map, and the detailed bits obviously are down here, where you can see all the small airfields placed on the map, as well as the less detailed place with 5 airfields up here on the English side of the channel. And if we zoom in a bit on the lower one, we have the big city sign down here, which we have just flown past, with all the airfields along the coastline. Over here to the right, which is also still added in a high level of detail, is Le Havre and Rouen, as mentioned before, and the eastmost airfield, Ifrox over here. Sorry for the French viewers here, my pronunciation in French is not very good. And if we look at a couple of details, for example, if we look at the fortifications along the coastlines, let's go into there and see what we can see. And here in one of the cities along the coastline, we can see the high level of detail achieved in this map, which I think even exceeds the detail of the Nevada map. For example, down in the lower bottom of the image we have a vehicle parked, as well as all the buildings with the chimneys and the windows on the roofs and all that stuff, in between a water tower and in the yards inside the houses or the courts. There we have objects and carts and different things scattered around that I think give the area a more life to it, if you can say it like that, or make it look more realistic, at least a bit more lived in. And if we just fly across those buildings at a low speed here and a low altitude with the camera tools, we can see also the detail that has gone into simulating the map here. We also have a lot of nice objects, starting with all the buildings, as well as some windmills, for example, that turn, and the factories, as well as a lot of special objects, as the castle mentioned before. And if you look into the street again, this looks very good in my opinion for a flight simulator. Here we have one of the many airfields which are part of the DCS Normandy map, and as you can see they contain a couple of hangars and some objects, as well as the runway obviously. However, there are no vehicles or any objects like that available right now, because those are part of the DCS asset pack, which you will need to acquire and buy separately. You can see how nice the map looks from this altitude, with all the trees and all the buildings and all that stuff. I hope it turns out nice on YouTube as well. Might be a bit of rendering, but I hope it's okay. And yeah, I guess this is what makes the DCS Normandy map look very nice, with all the buildings and all the trees and all that stuff available in the high level of detail compared to the previously known DCS Caucasus map. I also wanted to show you the map from a bit lower level, standpoint or a sitting point to be precise, and you can see even the high amount of detail from this position, with the tractor or steam engine to the right between the trees, and the wheelbarrow in the field, and the power or telegraph lines going along. And I think we have not been used to something in DCS before, and for Flight Simulator this looks very good, I would say. And here in the middle of Seine, as we have seen from the air from above a couple of minutes earlier, we have old church as well as old castle in the background. And obviously this is one of the more detailed and more special buildings on the Anomaly map, and in my eyes looks very nice, especially for flight simulation. But we have seen some of the very specialized buildings in DCS Nevada before, so it's nice to see them also in the Anomaly map. And to end this video, I wanted to show you some impressions of the Normandy map during another time of the year. This time it's fall or early winter, I would say, and we see all the fields have been harvested and are dark now. And the map looks much darker, which is, I guess, quite realistic for Europe, in my opinion. And this also shows that 4 seasons are available for the Normandy map. So you can set your missions depending on weather season you want, or which time frame you would like to play, and it's not looking always the same. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video, and if you're interested in the DCS Normandy map, I will have a link to the store, to the Eagle Dynamics store, down in the description. And at this point also, once more, thanks to Eagle Dynamics and Vax for letting me have a preview copy to take a video and show you guys how the new map is going to look. And I hope you have fun flying around in it if you decide to buy it. If you decide not to buy it, that's also good. And yeah, fly safe and see you in the sky soon, hopefully.